And the award for most dramatic septum piercing goes to Derek. Oh my gosh, Derek, you won. You won.
Oh, thanks you. Hold on. Liz, actually, you won the award. Come up here. Come up here. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. Come up here.
I didn't even write a speech.
Of course, just start the show. Just start the show. Welcome to the second annual Scrollie Awards, award show that absolutely no one cares about. I am the blackest host the Scrollie Awards has ever had, Justin.
It's Black History Month's over, bro. You gotta stop introducing yourself.
Wait, time out. Does the statement not stand anymore? It's still true. Are you the blackest host, Derek?
No comment. I am your also another host that is, but I'm not black, Derek.
And I am your only one nominated woman in this category who also lost to 4 other men, Stefania.
Wow. Okay. All right.
That's a deep cut. That's a nice pull on that one.
Jeez,
Thank
award
you.
season is already heating up. I'm surprised we got approved for a second annual Scrollie Awards, to be honest. But this show is so big, so massive, so intense that we couldn't do it alone. So we had to call in the big guns, which is why we brought in a special guest for this episode, the Liz, aka Specific Liz on TikTok and Instagram. Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm excited to be here.
For the people that don't know who you are, where can the people find you and what do you usually talk about on the internet?
I am Specific Liz on all of the platforms I'm on, and I mostly do film analysis of, whatever I find interesting in the moment, be it an old movie or something that just came out.
Oh, you are perfect for this because we needed another film nerd because Stefania never watches anything. So I'm so glad someone else is here that watches something. But enough of that. We have so much to talk about because news happened this week. And in the later half of the show, we'll have all the coverage of the Oscars that you could ever ask for. But before we get started in that, will you guys be voting for Jake Paul in the next election? Derek's face.
I'd rather die.
I'd rather die than vote for Jake Paul.
I'd rather do the samurai thing where they just...
What samurai are you talking about?
I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Let's just fuck it, man. Toranaga Samaho. And then just let it be,
Jeez, that's dark, but not as dark.
That's one step too far. That's one step too far. If he makes it, I swear to God, if Jake Paul makes it to be the Republican nominee for president in my lifetime, I will fucking lose it.
Okay, for those of you that haven't heard, Jake Paul appeared at a Trump rally. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 2.
Yeah.
Trump gave a very interesting endorsement. We have the clip. Let's just play the clip and see what you guys think.
Trump's got us. God bless. Love you, Kentucky.
No, he's a great guy. He's a courageous guy and a talented guy. He's a hell of a fighter, too, by the way. And I just want to say, I'm going to make a prediction that you will be, in the not-too-distant future, running for political office. Okay? And you have my complete and total endorsement, okay? No, that's what we want. He's an incredible guy. A lot of courage and smarts.
Is he?
Listen, we gotta stop handing out participation awards, okay? Enough of that. Enough of that bullshit.
She's right.
I don't like this. When
Interesting.
did it
Okay.
become like a thing where you could just be a living person, a human in the U.S., born in the U.S., to run for president? When did that become a thing? We need qualifications, guys. If I'm about to rant
You are
real
just
quick.
as qualified as Jake Paul to run for president.
I'm just as qualified as Jake Paul. And
Just pointing
I
that
took
out.
a government AP class as well. I'm even more
Okay.
qualified than this man. But if this man could run for president, say gets elected, God forbid, anyway, then I should be able to get every single job that I applied for because I am qualified for that I should be able to get a job at every single food chain, even though I'm overqualified for that stuff, because I'm overqualified for it. I should be able to, but no.
Listen, Steph.
No.
I don't know if that's true, but Liz, are you casting your ballot for Jake Paul? Just quick temperature check.
Well, I don't know what his platform is. That's the thing that's confusing to me. How can you endorse somebody who doesn't have a platform? He could pivot and run as a socialist.
Oh, would that actually happen though? Jake Paul.
I don't know.
Jake Paul.
Give me 10 minutes to talk to him on the phone. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think. Hear me out. Hear me out on this one. I support this. Just hear me out. Just
I get it.
hear
I know where
me
you're going.
out. Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right.
I just want to see him on that debate stage get absolutely bodied by anyone with a degree. Anyone, literally anyone who that pays attention to the news vaguely could destroy Jake Paul in a debate. I promise you, it would be the easiest thing in the world. They would look so bad, so let it happen. Let them fight.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? Come on.
I would agree with you.
Yes.
Except I stood there in 2016
You're
and saw all
predatory.
these fucking dude bros be like, yeah, bro, he murdered her on that stage. He won that debate, bro. I stood there in 2020. Same thing happened, granted it was Biden. There was a little bit of actually, no, sorry. He was still pretty decent back then, mentally speaking.
Who are you talking
but they
about?
still,
Trump. You're talking
I'm talking about Trump.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I saw it again in 2024, right? He's just lying through his teeth, just talking whatever nonsense. By then, he did actually learn to shut the fuck up and let the other person talk. So good on him. But he still was that same rambling mess. So I stood there and watched everybody like blindly just like support Trump for the past, 12 years at this point.
Yeah.
So anything is possible, right? Kevin Garnett, anything is possible, but in a bad way too. So I don't even want to let him be nominated.
Well, speaking of good nomination or good selections, did you guys hear that Katherine Hahn got elected to be not elected? Jesus
Elected.
Christ!
That's my president.
That is a brain fart. Sorry, Katherine Hahn got cast as Mother Gothel in the new Tangled remake, reboot, whatever they're calling it, live action. It's a pretty big deal. Liz, did you support this? Did you vote for this?
I didn't hear about this news, and I'm
What?
normally like, no, I don't. I'm such a hater of live action remakes that I feel like I put my head in the sand about them.
Are you for
But-
real right now?
Yeah. However, that is actually perfect. Like I might have to put my butt in a theater to see this.
I feel like there was only one choice. There was literally only
Yeah.
one choice. There is no other person that could have done this. Steph, did you audition for this? And I'm really sorry you did not get this role. But how do you feel about this?
Yeah, it's okay. Roles come and go. There's always a future for me somewhere that isn't Mother Gothel. And I am honestly okay I'm more than happy that Katherine Hahn got casted as Mother Gothel. Like you said, there's no one else that could play this character besides her. She's been fan casted ever since they announced
Right.
the Tangled live action. So for them to listen to our thoughts, I'm not gonna lie, the casting probably thought the same thing. They were like,
Yeah.
or the director probably thought like, no, Katherine Hahn is the only person that could do this. And they were just waiting for to get to her and her agent to discuss stuff and then finally announce it, right? She was probably the first one casted for this movie before Milo, before the girl
Honestly,
playing Rapunzel.
Come on. There's only one choice. There's only
I will
she's wearing
say-
the shirt, you know? Come on.
I will say, if time travel existed and we could snatch up Cher from like 30 years ago, she would do a really good job.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not
Yeah.
bad. That's not bad.
No.
Derek, did you grab this shirt before it was sold out?
Okay. Tangled came out when I was a grown man already. So
Are
I've
you
never seen
aging
it.
yourself on this podcast?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
What?
But
It's not bad.
but I love Katherine Hahn. Should I watch the animated version first in anticipation for the live action remake? I'll
Yes.
defer to you guys.
I
Yes.
will. I think it's worth a watch.
It's
I
worth it. It's
genuinely
a good
do.
movie.
It's
Okay.
not even the worst like Disney animation film. It's not even close to being the worst. It's way
Wasn't it
better.
like the first or one of the first to start doing that animation? Like that kind of animation in movies?
Yeah, I think
so.
it came out like The Princess and the Frog was the last like hand drawn, like,
Yeah.
Rest
you
in
know,
peace.
truly. And I think Tangled came out around that same time, like maybe shortly after. So they were starting to pivot to digital
Mhm.
animation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. I think I vaguely remember that backlash back then was from like the weirdos was just like, oh, they cut her hair or something, right? Or am
What?
I making that up?
Well,
I mean,
I don't want to spoil the movie for you.
No,
Because
she cuts her
Derek-
hair. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's a
You'll get
it's a
spoiled,
16-year-old movie.
Yes, Rapunzel does get a haircut at some point in the film. I don't want to spoil it all, but
Okay.
it's very chic and of the time.
All right. I'll just watch it, guys. We can move on.
We need a play-by-play review of Tangled when you do actually see it.
I'll do oh, let's go. I'll do
that
one
was
of
like
those
me last night watching one battle after another. And I
Oh,
was
gosh.
texting the group.
Yep.
Guys, we can't reference that man. He'll see it. We can't reference that man. we can't do that because he'll actually see it.
Wait, what, man?
Exactly.
Sean Penn?
Anyways. Speaking of not referencing someone, did you guys see that Chaperone again is hating on paparazzi? Before we started, Jesus Christ, before we started the show, Derek wanted to get on his soapbox about Chaperone. So Derek, I will cede the floor to you about your thoughts on Chaperone and how much you hate her. You set this up, so like let the
I
fan
did not.
direct the hate mail towards Derek this week if you can.
I did not. I don't hate her. I actually like her a lot. I think she gets a little weird when it comes to politics, and I think her interaction with the paparazzi and scalpers and those types of people really just do more harm than good than she thinks she's doing, right? Like,
Interesting.
so
Okay.
what you're referencing, I'm assuming, is her getting followed by a bunch of people with cameras and merch trying to get her to sign it. And she just pops her phone out and does a selfie video talking about how, like, look at all these people. They won't stop following me. I keep telling them to stop. And, you know, that's what you're referring to, right?
Yes. For
Yes.
those of you that did not hear, Chaperone did get on video and call out specific people asking her to sign things and following her around Paris Fashion Week. And
Yeah.
she kept refusing, and she didn't decide to be polite this time around. So, yes,
Yeah.
that's what we're talking
And
about.
that's fine. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't have an issue with her refusing or even being mean about it. Like, people are fucking weird. And also, to a certain point, there's also like, they're scalpers, right? They're not there to be like, oh, we're such huge fans of yours, and it's like a 40-something-year-old grown man, you know, with a receding hairline and 20,000 things for her to sign, right? Like, they're obviously like selling that as like signed merch or whatever. I think what kind of just rubs me the wrong way is just like, you could just keep walking, right? Like, you could just keep going. You could just stop highlighting the fact that these people are doing this. It's not going to stop them. Granted, I understand that part. But to reference Lady Gaga, right? She talked about one time how she doesn't spend money on the houses and all this kind of stuff, right? And fancy stuff. She spends money on security. And I think at this point, that's where she's at. You've just got to spend that money, and you've got to just have your security, have a team dedicated to like taking care of this for you, while continuing to push for like stop fucking harassing famous people, right? Like it's weird and parasocial. And then us as fans, can we please stop being like weirdos asking for people's signatures? Like it's 2026, guys. You know what I mean? Like what are we doing stalking people to get them to sign a piece of paper or something? Like that's just weird. Yeah, and that's just my opinion, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Liz,
no,
what
I
do you
get the
think?
whole like
No,
signing thing.
I passed to the guest. Liz, what do you think?
Oh, my bad. I'm here.
Well, I guess like I don't have much of a problem with her pushing back or being mean to the paparazzi specifically, given like their history of mistreating celebrities. Like I'm sure we all remember I remember being a kid in the checkout aisle of grocery stores looking at the photos of Britney Spears's head shaving
Good
incident.
point.
And like that really impacted me as a young person, and obviously it impacted Britney more than anybody. And I don't know. I guess I'm pro be mean to paparazzi. And I also similarly I don't really have an issue with celebrities being blunt to people who are like bothering them for signatures or photos or whatever. Like I don't think celebrities are obligated to be nice to the people who interrupt them when they're going about their business, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I know I would get annoyed with it. So
True. Steph,
Yeah.
as the most famous person on this podcast, what is your experience like with paparazzi?
I'm thankful that I don't have paparazzi following me around.
Yet.
But I will say when you go into the spotlight, unfortunately, there's going to be things like paparazzi, and that is to be expected. I'm sure her team, kind of prepared her when she was stepping into the business, right, and popping off. They probably prepared her. Hey, paparazzi is going to be pretty adamant about getting photos. They're going to try and get in your business and blah, blah, blah. And they probably like teach the artists like what to do, what not to do and stuff like that. I'm not sure the training that she went through or what was said, but that's what I imagine what would happen. Right. And to Derek's point, I mean, you kind of have to spend the money on the security. It sucks that you have to, but you're also in the spotlight, and that comes with attention from paparazzi. It comes with attention from fans, and you just kind of need to. I mean, you're already making a lot of money, right? I hope so. You're making a lot of money, making good money. Try and spend that money towards like a good security or something like that. It's unfortunate, and it's not gonna stop. Like paparazzi just won't stop. I'm all for telling people off, right? I wish they would stop because it's harmful to like what happened with Britney Spears. And also with Princess Diana, that was another huge thing. But it's like no matter how many times you do it or say it, they won't stop. Maybe if there were other artists that contributed and did the same thing, it would start blowing up, and maybe it would be brought to attention more. But if it's just one person that's doing it, I don't know if it's going to have that same effect, unfortunately.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it's also unfortunately a very specific side effect of success for women.
Right.
Like, Keanu Reeves is like eating a sandwich on the curb any odd day of the week, no problem. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And all the photos we have of him doing that are not from paparazzi. It's just like random people taking photos of him and stuff. So, it kind of just is an unfortunate side effect of success that, hopefully she could figure out. I hate that she's in that position in the first place. You know what I mean? Like that's the real issue. It doesn't matter how she reacts.
Yeah, I want to add one more thing. It also maybe doesn't help because these paparazzi are probably going after her more specifically because she goes off on paparazzi, because
This
she
Streisand
reacts. It's because like she's reacting to it. And when someone is reacting to something, that's pretty bad, or they have a bad reaction, pictures are taken, gets posted on internet and magazine covers and all that. So it's like money and quality content for the paparazzi. So that's probably one of the reasons why they're also going after her more and doing this more often, you know?
So, Chapel, if you need celebrity advice from a couple of nobodies, we're here for you.
We got you, girl.
We got you. That has been Quick Hitters for this week. And now we're going to get into the second annual Scrollie Awards. I'm so excited to talk about this. For the viewers at home or the listeners at home, we're going to go through most of the categories, but not all the categories. We're going to talk about who should win and who's going to win on each category. That's actor, actress, supporting actor and actress, animated film, casting, directing, and best picture. Does that sound good to everyone? Okay,
Yeah.
So let's talk about, I think, probably the most heated category this year for some strange reason is best actor, because we have Timothée Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, and Wagner Moura for this year. And the most contentious part of this is between Timothée Chalamet and Michael B. Jordan. So Liz, who do you think will win and who do you think should win this category?
I think, I feel like if you asked anybody several weeks ago, the answer would have been Timothée Chalamet. But I think over time, he's kind of fallen out of favor. And the awards shows leading up to this have kind of suggested that it's not as much of a safe bet at this point. I think it's going to be Michael B. Jordan. And for me, this category is tricky, and it's so interesting because it is an actual...
Tricky?
I genuinely, if anybody won in this category, I wouldn't be disappointed.
Right.
I would be disappointed if Ethan Hawke won.
Really?
I would. It's not your turn. Chill out. I only say I would be disappointed because I'm rooting so hard for Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Look, you're gonna look at me and say I can't root for the black guy? Come on, guys, be so for real. It's Michael B. Jordan's award to win.
Yeah. If he doesn't win, I feel like he will be the next. Oh, look, I've been doing this for 40 years and haven't won the award yet. I think if he doesn't win it for this movie, right?
Wasn't
because
that DiCaprio?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was, oh my gosh, can I tell you a second idea for the intro for this show? I was gonna say, hi, I'm Justin, and I have just as many Oscars as Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, that's a good
what
one.
I should have done. That's what I should have done, but next year.
Alternate and
Listen,
intro.
We'll do it. No, we'll do it on Monday. Write it down on a piece of paper
Okay,
as the planned intro for next Monday. Manifest it, baby. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
idea.
Steph, are we all rooting for Michael B. Jordan besides Liz?
I am, for sure. I want a sinner's sweep.
Sinner's sweep?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It needs to be Michael B.
I think he will win, and I think it's well earned for sure. But
look at her trying to get the PR answer.
No, seriously. I will defend Ethan Hawke though, because he's been grinding for a really long time. He hasn't gotten any awards, and his performance in Blue Moon was fantastic. I feel like normally Ethan Hawke is very himself in the roles he plays. And he transforms into this different guy in the movie, and it was pretty moving. So
he's also on the opposite PR tour as Timothée Chalamet. I think Timothée Chalamet's PR tour right now is like, how unlikable can I become? Meanwhile, Ethan Hawke is out here talking about how he eats the box in bed.
It's weird. It's weird because it's weird because I'm thinking about Kill Bill. What's her name? Oh my gosh,
Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman. There's just certain women you're like, I don't need to know that about your life. I don't need to know. I just don't.
They're not together. They're not together.
They're not together.
Like,
This
no,
is
but
new wife.
Here's the thing. Uma Thurman is like the auntie category. She's not black, but it's like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, imagine this. If Oprah tells you, like, you know what? I love just going to Pound Town. I was like, I don't need to know
That's
that
the
about
worst
Oprah.
possible example
don't
you
need-
could give me right now. Okay,
Like-
the richest black woman in the world tells me that.
Good for Oprah and good for Uma Thurman. I don't need to know that. That's auntie. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
All right.
I want to say that when you look at Maya Hawke and you kind of just stare at her for a little long, you kind of like see Uma Thurman, but then you're like, oh no, I see Ethan Hawke. And you can't choose who you see
so
between
weird.
the two because
She's like the perfect
she's a
combo.
perfect blend. I have never seen a Nepo baby that was the perfect blend of their parents before. And they have both very distinct features too, so it's like really easy to tell whose features are whose. Anyways, that was a side note.
Anyways, speaking of side notes, let's move on to actor in a supporting role. We have.
Oh, good one.
Is that a good segue?
Yeah, I mean, they're like the side character, like supporting side. Yeah, it's
See,
pretty
I'm
good.
getting better at this. We have
There you go.
Benicio del Toro, Jacob Elordi, Delroy Lindo, Sean Penn, and Stellan Skarsgård for actor in a supporting role. Steph, who do you think will win, and who do you think should win? She doesn't have it pulled up. She doesn't have it pulled up.
No, I haven't pulled up. I will say, you know what? I'm gonna go based off of, because usually the Golden Globes are kind of like
Good point.
the predecessor to the Oscars. Like they're kind of an idea of who's gonna win, right? And Stellan Skarsgård, I believe, won for this role, so I think he's gonna win for supporting role.
Interesting. Okay. I have not
Wrong.
seen Sentimental Value though, so I actually can't. I haven't seen it. Like, look, I can be like, no, he was. I have.
Wow, you didn't watch the whitest movie on there?
I was too busy watching the blackest movie. I'm sorry. Like,
That's true.
Derek, have you seen Sentimental Value?
No.
Okay, pause. We can't expose ourselves. Liz, have you seen Sentimental Value?
I surely have.
Oh,
There you go.
okay,
There you
okay.
go. One
So,
of us.
do you think that he should win in this category?
I think he's a very strong contender. My three
Really?
favorites are Stellan, Delroy Lindo, and Sean Penn.
Yeah.
What?
This one's tough. This
No
one's
Jacob
tough.
It is
Elordi?
tough.
No.
No. And
So-
especially like
so
I
lengthy.
feel like it's one of those things. He's in so much of the movie. I feel like it's not a supporting role.
If the movie was
That is a
better,
good point.
he would
That
be
is a
winning
really
it,
good
I
point.
think. Not that it was a bad movie.
Yeah, no, it was a great movie, and I feel like in a weaker Oscars year, Frankenstein would be a bigger
Yeah.
pull. But it's been a really good year for movies, including Sentimental Value, which received so many acting noms because it was just a really well acted movie.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of hard to say. I feel like it could be Sean Penn, but I also don't know if the Academy likes him enough to do it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
He is kind
And
of
he's
weird.
already he's a weird guy. He's got weird politics, and he's already won 2 Oscars. He's a very well awarded gentleman, and Stellan, on the other hand, has not gotten any Oscars.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe this
what's
is the
tough-
year.
I'm pulling
And
for
Delroy
Delroy
Lindo hasn't
Lindo.
either. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I think this is the one of those awards where it's like you should have won for a previous year, but we're giving it to you anyway. If Delroy Lindo wins, like I don't think this is the best role he's ever had, but god dang,
It was
like
good.
he's getting up there. So it's like, this is your career award. Does that make any sense? You know, so that's who I'm rooting for because all you guys don't care about black people on this podcast.
I said
But-
Sinner Sweep earlier.
Damn right.
Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I'll let you live this time. But let's
Listen,
move on to.
I'm rooting for Delroy.
Oh.
I'm rooting for Delroy.
Oh, okay, that's 3.
Yeah. But
okay, 3
but-
votes.
but Sean Penn did so fucking good, bro.
Did
Like,
he?
He creeped
if
me
we're
out.
talking, bro, if we're talking about just becoming that role, becoming that fucking lockjaw, dude,
That was
He
a
did it.
crazy movie.
he did it. He
Was
became
he
that
act-
weird incel. Right? Yeah, that's the tough part. That's why I'm like, oh.
I feel like
Yeah.
he's so like RFK in that movie.
Oh, yes.
That
red. So red.
yeah, like he isn't like Sean Penn at all.
Yes.
So
That walk at the end is just
Yeah.
yeah, he's just so like embodied, and the like wetting the comb and putting it through his hair, like it's it's just a really great performance.
I love
so-
the movie because he got a taste of chocolate and fell in love, and now
You
that's
can't
literally
say
the whole
that.
movie.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Okay, you
okay.
can cut it out. You can cut it out.
No,
you
we're
can
not
say it.
cutting
You
it
can
out.
say it.
That's the clip from this episode. That's the clip. That's the clip.
But like, it's Tiana Taylor. Like, let's be honest.
I'd fall in love too.
It's Tiana Taylor, guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I would have different intentions than,
Right.
eliminating my child, but
Yeah, if Tiana
Interesting.
Taylor broke my heart, I don't think it would radicalize me into the far right, but I would be a
Yep.
little messed up about it.
I think that's the most accurate part of the movie. I swear to God. You know what? That's a different podcast. We can't get into it. Anyways, let's go on to actress in a leading role. We have Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue, Renette Renisiv for Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone for Begonia. I'm 80% sure I said the Sentimental Value name correctly.
Probably.
Renata Reinsva.
Oh gosh. Okay. Dang it. Okay. Next time. See, I haven't seen the movie. Derek, who do you think should win and who do you think will win in this category?
I am very Emma Stone bias. I also
Interesting.
very much liked Begonia.
You liked
so,
Begonia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird
I think
movie,
they
man.
I think they did
Weird.
a really good job at it because it paints this picture of like, damn, what if the flat earthers are right? And we've just been dismissing them as like these fucking weirdos this whole time, right? Which is obviously an insane thing to think of, but I'm rooting for her just because, that's my girl. Who should win? I think I'm gonna go Golden Globes and say, or sorry, who probably will win? I'm gonna go with the Golden Globes winner, and that was Jessie Buckley. So, I think I think we've got that locked up, and which is nice considering The Bride is probably gonna balance out her repertoire here a bit.
Oh, God.
Let's get her an award before any sort of impending Bride fallout.
Well, okay, pause. I saw The Bride. Have you seen The Bride, Derek?
No, I haven't, but I've been seeing that it's like not, but that she's actually the best. She did fine for what she had to work with.
It's she worked through it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bold choices were made in that film, and I love a bold choice, and I love theatrical released movies. I'm so glad that the movie got released in theaters.
The movies are
with
back.
a strong vision. It's not bad. I think it's perfect internet fodder for someone to argue about it in bad faith. But I don't think it's horrifically bad. But I think I bet you like $10 in about 2 weeks, someone's going to clip a scene from that when it gets released on digital and then be like, this is the movie? This is wild. This is so dumb, without context. And you're like, but it's anyways. Sure. The Bride is not nominated. I also think Jessie Buckley should win and will win out of these categories, because I'm like, I saw Kate Hudson start to get a little hype for that, and then I saw Song Sung Blue, and I'm like, what movie are we watching, guys? What movie are we watching? I think she does deserve an award for that little like shoulder shake she does in every scene. I think it's adorable. But Liz, what do you think about this category? Who do you think should win and who do you think will win?
I feel like if there's any category that is a sure shot in this year's Oscars, it's this one. Like, Jessie Buckley will win. It's the type of performance that the Academy eats up. She's hollering and screaming and crying and freaking out for a lot of it. And I'm not trying to say that as a dig at all. I thought her performance was stellar, and I think she deserves the award. However, for me
Oh.
personally, I think Rose Byrne should get it.
What? Okay, explain yourself. Rose Byrne?
Yeah. Did any of you see If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You?
Listen. Listen. Listen, I will see it before Sunday. I'll tell you that.
It's literally the
say-
last one on
It's
the
the
list for
last
me. I don't care.
Y'all are giving me shit for not watching anything.
Listen,
You guys have not
listen,
seen like 3
listen,
of these
listen.
movies nominated. Shame. Shame.
Okay, I will get
Shame.
shamed for this one because, like, listen, would I have watched it if it was like available to me? Yes, I would have. It's just like I live in Ohio, so it was in theaters for like a blink and I missed it. And when it was in theaters, nobody was talking about it as much as they are now, so I missed it. So I will eventually see it. I'm sure it's on streaming somewhere, or because the Oscars are like
It's on Netflix, I think.
re-releasing thing, or on Netflix, whatever. I'll watch it. I didn't think it was that hype. I didn't think. But Liz, you saw it. Is it that good?
Yeah, I saw it in theaters when it came out. I talked about it on TikTok and nobody saw the video. Like, so
Yeah.
to your point, it wasn't getting a lot of circulation online, but it's not a movie for everyone. It's a tough, grueling watch. It's got the same kind of frenetic energy as like Uncut Gems. But it's
Ooh.
from the perspective of a mother who is struggling to be her child's caregiver with really no support.
Oh, great. Now I have to watch
but-
it immediately.
It's
Dang,
it's intensely dark, but is also very funny. Like Conan O'Brien's in this movie. There's an insane scene involving a hamster. Yeah, it kept me on my toes the whole time. And Rose Byrne is the absolute linchpin of this movie. It opens with like a extreme close up of her face while she's in a therapy session with her daughter, and a lot of the scene is just her listening to the things people are saying, and you can read so much about her character just by looking at her. You could put the movie on mute and understand who this character is. And she had like insane finesse in this movie, and I would love to see her win, but she won't.
Hey, there's always an upset. We'll see. Let's move on to actress in a supporting role. The nominees include Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value, Inga is daughter Leladius, don't quote me
Good
on
job.
that, Amy Madigan, Wumi Mosaku, and Tiana Taylor.
Oh, you got that one right.
Listen.
You didn't get the white
can't
ladies right.
turn the racial tables on me. You can't. I think this is another lock. I think the culture has already decided on this one. I would say. I think this is Tiana Taylor's award to lose, even though I think there's a better performance in this category, if I'm being honest with myself. But Liz, do you not agree? Who do you think should win, and who do you think will win?
I don't know if it's as sure in Tiana's hands, because
Yeah.
I'm seeing, and I don't
What?
agree with this take. For the record, I don't agree with this, but I am seeing a lot of murmurings about Amy Madigan.
I swear to God, if
The
she wins.
cloud and weapons, man. Truly great performance, because that was so creepy. So
Yeah,
Sure, but
I am an off-putting ginger. I felt seen. I appreciate it. But
wait, what is that behind you? Is that like a twig with like hair wrapped around?
I
What-
knew it. It's based on a true story. I knew it.
it's
gosh.
me. But yeah, I feel like there are way stronger performances in this category, including Tiana Taylor. I think if she won, it would be great. I loved her performance as Perfidia. I am a big Perfidia defender. I love Perfidia. I do love Inga Ibsdottir Lilias's performance in Sentimental Value.
Man, you heard that, Justin? That's how you say it.
Listen, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar in your culture. You know, I'm just gonna have to, I'm just gonna do my research. I'm sorry.
I did have to like look up how she says her name in interviews to get a close approximation, for the record. But yeah, she had an incredible performance in Sentimental Value. PTA actually like shouted her out. I don't know if you saw that. He was like, if you want to see the best special effects of the year, watch Inga Ibsdottir Lilias's performance in Sentimental Value.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
However,
because it wasn't special effects, is what he's saying.
it wasn't. Yeah,
That's how good
it
it was.
just she brought so much to such a kind of supporting role, you know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Sentimental Value's already got an uphill battle because it's an international film, and the votes are split in this category because Elle Fanning is nominated too.
Oh,
That
true.
is true. This is very crass, but I don't know if your timeline. Every time Elle Fanning comes up on my timeline, people are like talking about her backside, and I was like, "Where did this come from?" I feel like everyone's making this up. I feel crazy.
Oh, because the Predator movie.
No, I guess. Well, because she has no waist.
She does. The sister does, which is also Elle Fanning. So because basically, unfortunately, she's become more famous for like the not award nominated movie that she did. So people are like, oh.
I feel like I'm being gaslit right now.
I'm not endorsing it, bro. I'm just saying.
No, that's how it is. You get more famous for like the franchise movie than for like the Oscar nominated movie. That's how it always is.
Badlands was.
That's how you
good.
pay the bills.
Badlands was great,
though. It was like
Badlands was great.
But we're not talking about Predator Badlands. We're talking about animated feature film, which is see, I can still segue.
That was good. That was a good one.
Nominees include Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. Steph, who do you think should win, and who do you think will win this award? I think this is a pretty easy layup for one film, but I'm curious about what you think.
I'm gonna say K-pop Demon Hunters. I feel like they have a strong chance of winning it, especially because they won the Golden Globe for it.
Like,
Zootopia 2, baby!
No, get out!
Let's go!
Stop referencing him, or he'll see it. Stop.
Oh, what? I can't say "let's go." It's copywritten.
He might. Anyways, off pod. Anyways, it's K-pop Demon Hunters award to lose at this point. I don't know about you guys, because none of these pop. No, go ahead, Derek.
I have a very bureaucratic stance on this category, which is that if we're nominating it because of animated feature film, we're not judging it per se based off of like the genre that it is or any other aspect of the movie. So if we're looking at what was the most successful animated film, it was K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, are you saying that it should be nominated for Best Picture?
Yeah, like each of these should be nominated in respect to like the type of movie that it is, not the fact that it was just animated. So it's very Guillermo del Toro of me, right? It's not a genre, it's a medium.
I would agree.
It's just hard to compare. It's hard to compare it to live action.
I would agree with you, but I don't think K-pop Demon Hunters is as good as any of the films nominated for Best Picture. It's great. I think there are other animated films that could have made it to Best Picture list in different years, but not K-pop Demon Hunters. I don't know.
I mean, it's
what
better.
Do you think?
It's better than Elio.
I would agree, but there's not like genre delineations in the categories in the Oscars. I know the Globes splits between like drama and comedy. / musical for all the categories, but for the Oscars that you are forced to compare apples and oranges, which is what makes it so hard. But
True.
yeah, I would agree. Okay. Disclaimer, I didn't see any of the other animated films other than K-pop Demon Hunters.
What? Oh my gosh! Really?
Sorry.
Okay.
Shame. Shame.
My bad. So I will say K-pop Demon Hunters out of pure ignorance, but I also feel like enough members of the Academy have children that they're gonna be voting for K-pop Demon Hunters.
So congratulations to K-pop Demon Hunters. It's in the bag already. But speaking of what's in the bag, we have a first-time category for this year, I'm pretty sure. It's the Casting Award. This is actually the one I'm most curious about because we don't have any data on how the Academy feels about each. You know what I mean? Like, there's no like, oh, they usually pick this type of film because the nominees include Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. I don't know how I don't know how our panel feels about this award, honestly, because we haven't talked about the Casting Award. It's a big deal. So I'm going to start off with Derek. Who do you think should win and who do you think will win?
Ah, man. I think Sinners might win just out of like how good of a movie it is. You know, like it is very much propped up by the cast, right? Or sorry, that makes it seem like it was poor, but the cast made it good. Scratch that. I think Sinners is going to win, right? But I do think, and I hate to say this because if Timothée Chalamet has no haters, I'm dead. I think Marty Supreme should win when it comes to casting.
I think I agree, actually. I think unfortunately
Kevin O'Leary alone is just like,
that's
give him
insane.
the fucking award. Give him the fucking
That was
award.
crazy pull.
Like,
yeah, it's just like, is he playing himself? Like, what's going on here, you know?
there was so many that guys in that movie. Like, how the fuck did they get Penn and what's his name? Penn and Teller? Like,
yeah.
how the fuck did that guy get in the movie?
Yeah.
Like, insane. Liz, who do you think should win and who do you think will win?
I also think Sinners will probably win. And just like a stellar ensemble cast, there really wasn't a weak link there. I do see the argument for Marty Supreme, and it would be cool. I'm pretty sure the same casting director whose name escapes me.
Jennifer
I think
Venditti.
Okay. I'm pretty sure she has worked with the Safdies on their previous films, and they always have like weird casts of non-actors, and like I feel like you have to be a pretty skilled casting director to make that work. I did say I would give it to the casting agent of The Secret Agent. I think Gabriel Dominguez is his name. Because there were also some crazy pulls. The woman who plays what is her name? The tiny little old lady in the movie is just like a complete, like, she's chewing up the scenery every time she's on screen. I love her. And I think he deserves the award for her alone.
Interesting. Steph, who do you think will win and who do you think should win?
I'm gonna just say Sinners.
Making it easy for everyone. Okay. I think this is the only time where I'm rooting for Marty Supreme over Sinners. The only time tonight.
Yeah.
Because I think to get
because
a good
it did
performance
such
out
a
of
good
Kevin
job
O'Leary is insane.
at casting shitty people to play shitty people. Yes.
True.
Truly award worthy. But speaking of award worthies, that wasn't a good one. Scratch that one. The nominees for directing. Chloe Zhao. I know. I couldn't think of one on the spot. I couldn't think of a segue.
It's fine.
Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme. Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value. And Ryan Coogler for Sinners. I think I'm please let this be Ryan Coogler. Please, if there is a God, with fingers crossed, I think it would be a great Academy Award moment to see someone who loves the movies as much as Ryan Coogler win. I want to hear a speech. I don't know, but Steph, who do you think should win and who do you think will win?
I'm gonna say Sinners. I agree. I want to see him win. And plus, seeing Sinners in the theater in IMAX was such a cinematic experience. Like, I don't think I've
True.
ever felt that way about seeing a movie in theaters than Sinners was. You know, it was just mind blowing to me.
Okay, Liz, who do you think should win and will win?
Um, I agree. Like, Ryan Coogler has done a lot for the medium, and I think that video, that like 10-minute video he did about like
Oh, explaining
IMAX.
IMAX.
yeah, like I feel like that really put things in perspective for people who otherwise wouldn't know. And like a lot of my friends who don't go to the movies went and saw Sinners in IMAX. And that's in part because of Ryan Coogler. It's worth noting that this category is usually indicative of who will win Best Picture. I think it's like, I don't know, it's close to like 70%, I think, of the people who win Best
Ooh.
Director win Best Picture for the movie that they won Best Director for. And on that basis, I think it might be Paul Thomas Anderson, because I think One Battle's gonna win. And I will say, I think Ryan Coogler's getting this award at some point. Like, there's not a doubt in
Not
my
this
mind.
year for Sinners? Are you
I
kidding
don't
me,
know.
Liz?
I don't know. And
It's tough. It's tough.
Paul Thomas Anderson, I think the film is well directed, first of all. I think it should win on that merit, as all awards should. But it's also worth noting that Paul Thomas Anderson hasn't won an Oscar ever. And he's been grinding since the 90s. No, he's been nominated like a dozen times, I think,
Oh my
and he
God.
hasn't won any.
He hasn't won an Oscar day.
Isn't that crazy? Like
that is a good point. I didn't think about
yeah,
that.
he's one of the most well-respected filmmakers working today, as is Ryan Coogler. But Ryan Coogler's still kind of in his early career. He's still in his 30s, right? That's like a baby in director years.
I think he's like 39 or something. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Makes you
he's
feel like, what are you doing with your
Scorsese.
life?
Yeah, Scorsese's still working, and he's like, well, what, 80? Like,
Jeez.
directors live forever and they work forever. And I think Ryan Coogler has a lot of time to get this award if he doesn't do it this year.
Next,
But
you're what? You're
I would love
punting
to
him
see him
next
win,
year?
though.
Oh,
I would
no.
love to see the speech if he does win. I would be really jazzed if he
Listen, if
pulls
he
through.
doesn't win this year, we'll all look back to this year, and when he wins eventually for some other bullshit, we'll be like, this is the award that you should have won for Sinners. This is
that very
the
well
year.
could happen.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we have to talk about Best Picture now, because it's the nominees include Begonia, F1, but that's not a real nominee. Frankenstein. It's not. F1 is not a real nominee. Come on, let's be real. Okay, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. And Train Dreams is not a real nominee either, but that's a whole other podcast. It's not. It has no heat. That's the coldest awards campaign I've ever heard anyways.
It could get
It was like-
cinematography.
They were like, all right, we've got 9 nominees,
couldn't finish
including
it.
the one Apple
I
paid us to
couldn't finish
include.
Train Dreams. I'm so sorry. I feel
Who
like
else do we
I
add in here?
DNF'd it. I'm sorry. Anyways, so Liz, who do you think should win, and who do you think will win Best Picture of this Oscar season?
I think who should win. It's because realistically, like, I could do an evasive thing and say Sentimental Value, because that would be my third place. But realistically, this comes down to Sinners and One Battle. And I think who should win is Sinners. I think who will win is One Battle.
Whoa. Really? Man.
It's the battle. Go ahead.
I feel like the Academy is like, we got to give it to BTA at some point. But also, I thought it was a great movie. I think Sinners should win because it has this unique quality of being an absolutely stellar movie and a cultural phenomenon, you know?
Right.
Like, One Battle was for the film nerds, you know? I saw it in Vistavision, in one of the 10 theaters in the country that I was doing that in.
What a nerd.
But like nobody cares about that. Like,
Yeah.
it's just weirdos like me. But like Sinners, everyone I know saw Sinners in the theater. And it was huge. And I think that makes it the best picture of the year, but I don't know if it's going to win.
Dang. Wow. All right. That's a hot take. That is a hot take. I disagree completely. I feel as though the Academy is moving in the right direction. Do you remember what was it? The Bong Joon-ho film or
Parasite.
Parasite. That was the moment where I was like, "Wait, did they learn their lesson? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like
They figured it out.
Well, yes, we're like the film that should have won. We all agreed on that year where it's like they should win and it won. And ever since then, I'm like, maybe the Academy has gone to their senses or like has gotten to their senses. Maybe like enough of not the new age, but like new blood has infiltrated the Academy. So the actual award that should win, right? So I'm rooting for Sinners. I know I'm stereotypical, but like I don't want to have too much hope. You know? I don't want to have too much hope. Derek, what do you think?
I think F1 should take it,
Get
Derek,
out.
you stole
Get
my
out.
joke.
Stop.
You stole my joke,
playing.
Derek. I can't use
The
that joke
stakes
now.
are too
No.
high.
Listen, look, here's the thing. I think One Battle After Another is going to get it. Even though, and it's going to bother the shit out of me, one, because I want Sinners to win, and two, it's going to be all these like conspiracy theorists talking about how like, of course, Sinners didn't win. Hollywood doesn't want directors to own their IP, and Ryan Coogler made a groundbreaking deal to own it, and blah, blah. It's going to be like this whole like conspiracy fodder fallout if Sinners doesn't win. But I also just want Sinners to win because I enjoyed it more as a movie. But I think one battle after another is just the right mix of like woke, but also white people, and you know,
Is
I
One
think
Battle After Another woke? Is it
Yeah.
woke? I don't think it's as woke as we think it is.
It's not right. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Like it's the right mix of like woke, but nah, so not really. You know, here's Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn, obviously. Whereas Sinners, I think, fully just embraces what it is, and it makes for a better movie, in my opinion. I just unfortunately don't think it's going to win. But if F1 wins, hear me out.
Get out.
If
There's no
F1 wins,
fucking way.
just maybe, Apple can get their shit together and start producing more stuff and marketing their stuff the way it should be, and we can actually start appreciating some of the bangers that are on Apple TV. And maybe eventually they'll start, showing in theaters a little bit longer than, the 3 days that they show their stuff. So, that would be more just like a convenient thing. But I think One Battle After Another is going to take it.
Interesting. Steph, what's your final vote? Who do you think will win? Who do you think should win?
I want Sinners to win, but I think One Battle After Another is going to win it.
Am I outnumbered? What is happening here? What the hell?
And
guys?
I will say, I watched the movie last night, so it's fresh in my mind. I get bored very easily with some stuff. This one, I was locked in. I was like, it's I was like, God, I hate this character. Like Sean Penn's character really creeped me the fuck out. I did not like it. And I was like, maybe that's how I should feel about some movies. That means he did a really good job at his role, right? And just the story and the plot, and then DiCaprio's role and Tiana Taylor's role, I was like, yeah, this is actually a pretty good movie. It's very disturbing at some parts, and I felt like weird. I was like, this is actually real. Like there's people that are just like this out there. So that kind of gave me the but I want Sinners to win.
But you don't think it will win?
No. I would love to see them win though, but I don't think they'll win.
Dang.
One Battle After Another did
Wow.
win a Golden Globe for best comedy or drama, or comedy or musical, whatever, in that category. So
Interesting.
the other
All right.
category was best drama. Hamnet won that one.
Oh, that is true. But I don't think Hamnet has a chance.
No, I don't.
Not on
Maybe in
this
a
one.
different year. Maybe in a different year. But all right, I guess you guys are gonna be all butthurt when Sinners wins on Sunday.
I
That's
I
fine.
wanted to.
That's
fine.
fine.
Fine
I
then.
want my butt to hurt.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey.
Anyways.
So what's the next category?
I think that is it for our Oscars special. Liz, if people enjoyed hearing your voice today on this episode, where can the people find you?
They can find me at Specific Liz, primarily on TikTok, and I'm a terrible reposter on Instagram and YouTube if you prefer those platforms.
Great. We'll see how right we are on Monday. But make sure you follow us on all the socials. That's TikTok, Blue Sky, Twitter, YouTube, and all that jazz. We'll see you next week.